Here with junior forward Bryce Washington. And Bryce, you were officially named a captain by your head coach. I know that's something you've been asking for a long time. How does it feel to finally be one of the leaders on this team?
It feels good. I mean, a lot of pressure off my shoulders now, just knowing that, I'm a team captain. I always wanted to be a captain as soon as I stepped on campus, just because I know what I could do leading teams, even at a young age. I mean, now, I officially have the name team captain, but, it's not, as I got older, it's not really that big of a deal being named the team captain, but you have to show that you can lead. And that's one thing I really take pride in. I'm going to lead these guys, and I'm going to show that I can lead.
A lot of the fans are probably going to be looking to you to fill in kind of the role that Sean Long had, the beast down low, scoring, distributing, everything defensively too. How much have you thought about that, and how would you describe your role on this team this year?
I thought about it a little bit, but I really can't buy into that too much, just because, at any given night, any player can step up. I know I have some shoes to fill, especially with Sean gone, but Loren, Scotty, Jarikas, them guys going to show a lot of people that they can play also. It can't just be me. And, I always talk to them guys, man, it's a team sport. It's never just a one-man show. And that's the one thing Sean always taught me, too.
In the offseason, what's the one thing you've worked the hardest on to make yourself a better player?
Three-point shooting. I really shoot a lot of shots after practice, at least 500 a week. That's really a requirement for our coach, but you can't just stop at 500. So I always try to at least get 600, 650 shots up, threes after practice and everything. So, I know if my shooting gets better, it's going to open up a lot of things driving-wise, and that's the one thing I do very well is getting the lane and create for other players.
Jonathan Stove is one of your fellow captains, but beside that, he's one of your brothers. Like, literally, he's one of your fraternity brothers, too. How close are y'all off the court?
Oh, man, we're very close. If you see me, you're going to see Stove. If you see Stove, you're going to see me. It got to a fact where if, people see us around campus, they see Jonathan, they always ask, where's Bryce? And it's the same thing vice versa, man. We're really brothers. I'll do anything for him. I know he'll do the same thing for me. And it really made us better on the court. I know what he's thinking on the court. He knows what I'm thinking on the court, so.
How hard have you tried to push him to be more aggressive this year? Because it seemed like every time he went to the rack, good things happen. Either he gets a layup or draws a foul or something like that. How much have you pushed him to do that more often this year?
Oh, I told him he has to go back to his high school ways. Playing against him in high school, nobody could ever stop him going to the goal. And I feel like that he could do the same thing on his college level. And I tell him every day, nobody can stop you. Go ahead, because if you shoot it and you miss it, don't worry about it. I'm going to get the rebound. I'm going to throw it back to you. I want you to drive it again. I want you to score the ball.
The other captain on your team, Jay Wright, I think is one of the best defenders in the entire Sun Belt right now. Do y'all kind of feed off of his energy, especially on defense?
Yes, it starts with him. Every single play, we always say it starts with you. Because when I see him and our teammates see him pick up 94 feet, we always tell him, he pick up 94 feet, we need to pick up our defensive intensity also. So.
As one of the captains, what's the message you've tried to tell the rest of the team? Because y'all got some young bucks that are going to play a lot of minutes this year. What have you tried to tell them, stress the most important thing to you?
Listen, that's really the main thing about just being on this team, listening, retain information, plays, small things, because those small things, those small details, that's going to help you on the court. And we need them young guys to listen, step up, produce. So, we're only as good as the last player on the team.
Do you have any goals for yourself this year, maybe become a double-double machine? Because you showed that at times last year. You led the conference in field goal percentage. So how do you build on that?
Just keep working hard. It was nice and dandy, I was number one in field goal percentage, but that doesn't mean nothing. That was last year. So, yes, I really want to be a double-double machine, but my main goal is to win. If I win, I'm going to be satisfied. If I have a 20-20 game and we lose, I won't be satisfied. I'm going to kick myself. And, that's just one thing. That's just how I am. So.
Are you kind of a player that likes to keep a chip on your shoulder?
Oh, always. I was always never really that type of player where, everybody would oversee me, overlook me, so I always had that chip on my shoulder. I still believe that, but I really don't buy into I know my teammates know that I can play, my coaches know that I can play. It's time to prove a lot of people wrong.
Speaking of proving people wrong, preseason polls came out. Y'all are picked kind of towards the middle of the pack. Do y'all even care about stuff like that, or is it time to just show and prove?
This is time to show and prove. We really don't buy into none of that. Like I said, that's preseason rankings. Every year you're going to have your preseason rankings, you're going to have your preseason all-conference guys, but you can never say who was the best team until at the end of the year. So
that's a fact. All right, since you're the captain, you know your teammates pretty well. Who's the goofiest dude on the team? Who keeps y'all cutting up?
Justin Miller. He's the goofiest guy I've ever met in my life. But I mean, you know, we need that type of guy on the team. We need that type of energy. He always tries to make people smile. You know, I always tell him that, you know, he's like my little brother. You know, he's built like me, actually kind of plays like me and everything. So, and I tell him, man, just listen, keep a good attitude, and I promise he's going to take you a long way.
Who's got the best dance moves on the team?
Best dance moves on the team. Man, Frank Bartley. He has the best dance moves on the team. I mean, he's going to be one of those guys that's probably going to be in the middle of the circle, you know, when we get hype. You know, he's going to be probably with me hyping up the crowd because, I mean, this year we're going to be a different team. We're going to be a more exciting team, more energized team. And, man, I just can't wait to see the crowd because we're going to be pumping them up this year.
Who's got the worst dance moves on the team, like Napoleon Dynamite School of Dancing?
Yeah, Scotty. Scotty has the worst dance moves. He looks a mess.
He called himself the goofiest player on the team, so don't even feel bad about that. All right, and last one for you. Is the world ready for the next round of confessions?
Hey, November 5th, confession number 2. So, hey, you just got to come and find out.
Bryce Washington, appreciate it. Good luck in the season.
All right, thank you.